Tay, and you know that tsunami advisory issued caught a lot of people off guard this morning, and I know many people got an alert to their phones too, Mary.
Very likely joining us because of that advisory. Joining us here on the air to talk about is geologist Dr. Pat Abbott. We've relied on you so many times over the years for your expertise. A lot of people got that alert this morning. What should everyone know? Can you put this into perspective for us, Dr. Abbott?
Well, you know, the first thing we might say is geologically, this is a very exciting event. What you're watching is the birth process of a new island, a volcanic island. When the volcano is erupting deep below the ocean, the water suppresses the energy. But here, as you see dramatically, we see a 3-mile wide plume of ash, steam, air blown 12 miles high. Now that tremendous amount of energy, a lot of that dissipated in the atmosphere, which is basically good as regards tsunami, but that energy pouring through the water loads the water with energy. And in some of the islands within that area, we have had tsunami waves as high as 4 feet. Now, for us coming all the way here to San Diego, water's an incompressible fluid. It will transmit the energy, but I wouldn't expect anything more than, you probably wouldn't be able to notice it. If we already have a high tide, we could add a little bit on top of that or mix it within it, but it would probably be hard to actually distinguish the tsunami here in San Diego. But the warning, the advisory still holds. Don't disregard it, but be aware that something like that has a slight potential of happening.
Absolutely. And Dr. Abbott, you know, we hear tsunamis often caused by earthquakes. Of course, 2011, Japan, that's what we often flash back to. Versus volcanoes, how common is it for a volcano to prompt a tsunami warning or advisory?
Well, there's 4 main ways that we generate tsunami, and every one of them, what we got to have is some punch go into the ocean with energy. We could do it most commonly by moving the seafloor in a fault movement, but a volcano eruption, or usually even worse than an eruption, is a volcano collapse. We had a portion of the Krakatoa volcano in Indonesia collapse 2 years ago and killed several thousand people. The other ways would be an asteroid striking the ocean surface or a submarine landslide. But you need some kind of a violent impulse to load the water with energy, and then the water transmits that energy very efficiently.
Dr. Abbott, I want to mention too, as you were talking, we showed some video to our viewers of some of the evacuation efforts there in Tonga. We don't have too much information yet as far as how they are doing, but I wanted to give you an opportunity quickly before we let you go to talk about your enthusiasm over what we're seeing, these satellite images. I've certainly never seen anything like it. This must be generating some excitement within your colleagues, your community, Pat.
Well, it's always exciting to watch, like say, a birth of a new landscape, if you will. You know, just to expand the topic a little bit, the next Hawaiian volcano we already know, it's called Loihi, but it's 3,000 feet below sea. So with the weight of 3,000 feet of water on top of it, its eruptions are suppressed. But as the volcano, the subsea volcano building on the seafloor, as it rises and gets close enough to the surface, then we start getting these explosions. Now, geologically, we've witnessed these before, like with the birth and growth of the island Surtsey off of Iceland. So these things, they do happen, but they're always very exciting events. Again, I'm speaking geologically. For the people nearby, well, we have reports of areas of receiving tsunami 4 feet high. And remember, the word tsunami means harbor wave. So who's going to get the highest waves would be those on enclosed harbors or up narrow inlets, things where the water can compress and build up to a higher height.
It's fascinating. Always good to talk to you, Dr. Abbott. We'll continue to watch the situation as it's unfolding in Tonga and keep an eye on the waves here, see if we see any ripple effects, but it's great to get some perspective from you. We appreciate your time this morning.
Okay, thank you.